Good morning. I'm Susie Simpson. I'm the mobility manager for Knox County, and we are sitting down with Rich Wamsley, who is the mobility manager for Meigs County. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Miss Susie.
Tell us a little bit about your agency, the name of it, your county's population.
Yeah, so I'm actually in Meigs County, and the host agency for mobility management here is the Meigs County Department of Job and Family Services.
Okay, and what is the population of your community or your county?
So the current population of our county is a little over 23,000 right now.
Wow.
We are in a very rural county with a lot of open space.
Gotcha. How long have you been a mobility manager?
So I've only been a mobility manager since March of last year, March of 2022.
And where did you come from previously? What was your, what did you do for a living?
Yeah, so I've been employed with the Department of Job and Family Services for 20 plus years. Before moving into the mobility manager position, I was a job developer for the Ohio Means Jobs. So we built resumes, gave interview skills classes, resume classes. We held job fairs, helped people get employed, successfully gain employment. Um, yeah, it was a good time. And before that, I was a cop. I was in law enforcement.
Oh, how long were you in law enforcement, and what kind of a police officer were you?
So when I finished out, I was a deputy sheriff. I was a volunteer firefighter for one of the small areas here. I was a recovery diver for the county. A little bit of everything for first responders for 18 years, to be honest.
Wow. Well, thank you for your service. That is a wonderful resume to have, and thank you for that.
I thank you.
What part
I thank you.
what part of being a mobility manager interests you the most?
So my favorite part about mobility management is the fact of resources. When I was in job development, resources was always my go-to. See how many people, how many different agencies you could piece together as a puzzle to make something work for our individuals out in the community. Mobility management is basically that in a nutshell. You are a resource. You are that person that takes all those puzzle pieces and puts them together so that our community has every resource possible. And with this whole transportation thing being um, new to an area like ours in a rural area, uh, these people learning about this stuff is quite rewarding to see that. So,
Oh, that's cool. What projects in your coordinated plan are you the most excited to work on in the coming year?
growth. Growth is our number one thing because, as I said, it's fairly new to a rural area like ours to have transportation. It's fun to be out in the public and get to talk to people, and you're like, hey, do you realize we have public transportation now? And they're like, Meigs County has public transportation. So that growth, and it's only been just in the past year. We've grown with a new transit program that has been wonderful, and that's evolved into dispatchers and office personnel and drivers and a fleet of vehicles, and we're going out and doing all these different transportations, and so that growth is just leaps and bounds for Meigs County, and so I want to see that continue to just evolve into the next thing.
Oh, cool. Well, that is a wonderful goal to have for the year. Growth is always wonderful. Tell us one thing about yourself that we as other mobility managers may not know about you.
Well, if y'all, here we go. You ready, Susie? You hear that? You hear that twang in there, right? It's all country. So, I'm big on nature, being out in the woods, being in the country. Like to hunt and fish and forage. It's fun to go out and dig for things like ramps and morel mushrooms and different stuff like that. So those are things about me that you may not, get to experience talking to me in some of these meetings in the state area and stuff, but love to be out in the woods.
Oh, cool. Well, is there anything else that you would like to talk about, or any questions I may not have asked that you want to talk about?
One of the key things about this job that's so rewarding is, it's all about the community, but the mobility managers in the state of Ohio are a community too.
Mhm.
And they took me in, yeah, um, they took me in like family, and this is a great group of people to work with. And if there's people out there that are interested in mobility management as an occupation, talk to some of these mobility managers. You'll find out that there's a family in that as well. I enjoy this opportunity and get to work with the public as well. But these people in this realm is just fantastic. They just deserve a hats off.
Well, thank you for saying that. And you are a joy to work with too. So we're all very thankful that you are in Meigs County and that you're a part of our family.
I appreciate that.
All right. So today we talked with Rich Wamsley, and he is the mobility manager for Meigs County. Thank you very much, Rich, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Miss Susie.
Bye.
Have a good one.